just come up. Welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan, your hostess. We're doing Garden 25, Sow It, Grow It. And I've been good up until now, and now the bees want to come around, and I am seeing a couple of those millipedes in this bed. So I'm going to have to pick those out and feed them to the chickens. I've got my little bucket here. Come on. I'm not seeing a lot of them. I'm also seeing one of those little green inchworms. So I want to make sure that I have a good soil to work with. I'm not seeing a lot of those in here, so we're not going to worry too much. I did get out here and weed already, but I'm going to be pulling soil out of here. Let me grab my gloves. I've already been working, y'all. Go away, bee. I know I'm sweet, but I'm not a flower. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some soil out of one of these, and then I'm going to mix some perlite, sand, and garden lime for the lavender, so that it'll be aerated and they can enjoy. That lime will neutralize that soil a little bit, so that they'll grow, hopefully. The bees love my camera, by the way. And I'm in this bed over here, this side, I'm going to go ahead and plant the rest of my citronella. And I try to get as many weeds out as I possibly could. There's a lot of weeds in here, so I've tried to get all of those out of the bed. So we're going to get that planted first, and then we're going to move over here to my beautiful lavender. And I think we're going to be able to get out here and pick a few of the vegetables that are ready to pick. We've got butternut squash, and I know some bell peppers and maybe some banana peppers ready. So let me go ahead and get these into the ground. And I'm just making sure I got all those little millipedes, buggies. This is last year's soil. This is horse manure that's been composted for about 3 years now. Get some more of these weed roots out. So citronella should help with the mosquito issue that we're having right now from all the rain that we had for 2 months. And again, I'll come out here with some soapy water just to make sure that I don't have any more of those millipedes in my garden bed, because I don't want them destroying my plants. So those are planted. I'm going to move my camera over to the bucket. I'm first going to get some soil out of my garden bed, and we're going to mix it half and half with the sand, then put it back in, add our plants, and then we will add the perlite to that mix. Then on top of that, we're going to add a little bit of the lime. This other bed looks good. I don't see any millipedes in it. Other than some weeds, we're good. So I'm going to start by adding in some sand. I'm going to add in some, then stir it a little bit, try to get it mixed in. You want a 50-50. And I'm going to go ahead and add in some perlite as well. Get some of that mixed in. I don't really like using perlite, but for lavender you kind of really need it to really aerate that soil. And of course I'll be mixing it more as I pour it into my raised bed, which is a mineral bucket for cows or cattle. And let me get a little bit more sand in that. I don't think I need much more sand. And you want a regular natural sand. You don't want to buy that stuff that's poly sand that they sell. You want a natural sand. I got sweat running into my eyes already. So I've got a good mix going on here. We're going to get this over to our bucket and we're going to add it to the top of our soil. I may add a little bit more perlite, a little more sand if I think I need it. And then we'll add the lime after we plant our lavender. Yep, I see a creepy crawly in there. Hang on just a minute. I think it's dead, but we're going to take it out anyway. And move the cup because I don't need that in there any longer. I think I'm not going to need any more perlite and sand. I think this is going to be good. Yay! That was easy enough. Alrighty. So we have taken some composted manure and mixed it with some sand and perlite to loosen the soil up for our lavender. And I don't have my little spade over here. I left it over on the other side. So we're just going to dig some trenches. I got 6 of these plants. So we'll do 5 around the edge and 1 in the middle. Go away, bee. Make sure I got all these little weed pieces out. I don't want them rerooting. We're trying to get this done before it gets really hot. 90-degree weather does not agree with me. And so I want to make sure that I am well hydrated when I go in the house. I may take a shower again because I get overheated real easy. And we're just going to stick these in the ground and get that perlite and all around them. Let's see, we'll put one there and one there, and then the other one in the middle. Some more weeds. Some of that perlite around it. Last plant is going in, and these were not rooted as well as I would have liked, but I did let them sit for about a week before I decided to plant them, to give them a little more time to get established. We got one pesky bee that I don't want to kill, so I'm just spraying myself to keep it at bay. Now this is organic garden lime, and it's going to raise the soil pH. So I have pulled out a 1/3 cup measure. I probably won't use all of this. And I'm just going to go not on the plant, but around the plants, in between the plants, just to make sure that we have some lime in there for these. And I will periodically come out here and re-lime if I think they need it. And they are a plant that wants to go dry. The roots like to go dry, so you don't want to overwater them. So this bucket here will be moved to a location where our sprinkler system doesn't hit it. And I will come out maybe twice a month and give it a good drenching and just leave it alone. There's another one of them creepy crawly things. We have butternut squash, but that is not ripe enough for me to pick yet. And there's another one and another one. So they're not ripe enough for me to pick yet. I've got a few of them inside my beds. And there's another one in there. This is the celery, y'all. Beautiful stalks of celery. I may be out here harvesting some of this very shortly. Celery, celery, celery. One and two. So we got two good size bell peppers. Let me pull them out so that you can see them. Two really good size bell peppers out here. The rest of them, I don't see any big bell peppers. We've got banana peppers. I believe these are banana. All right, pretty. Let's see how many more we can collect. I'm in a very tight space, so pardon my camera angles, but I've got to get in here and get this done while I'm out here. Alrighty, I've got some cayenne, I believe, mixed in with the banana peppers, only because we didn't have space to plant them all. So we got a handful of those. Look at that. Look at there, look at there. And hubby got out here, and I think these are cayenne or Tabascos, I can't remember. But he got all of these weeded for me. And I'm just looking, I've got blooms, but I don't have any vegetable yet. No cayennes. Strawberries. We got strawberries. They're not quite ripe enough yet for me to pick. And he moved my carrots over here so they could get more sun. I do have garlic scapes to collect off my garlic. So we're going to get that. I'm having to dub over this part. The lavender that I planted is English lavender. It is not as woody. You would harvest it in the fall if it survives, or in the early spring. And you want to water it for at least 2 weeks after you first put your plants in the ground to establish the root system. Then you want to go to the once every 2 weeks of watering. We collected a lot of garlic scapes. I have both hardneck and softneck garlic growing in my garden beds. I'm excited about the garlic this year. We collected 2 very nice bell peppers from our bell pepper plants. And some beautiful hot banana peppers. All of these are going to be used up in our kitchen, and I am so excited to start harvesting some vegetables out of the garden. We also have harvested some jalapeno hot peppers and strawberries. The apron skirt is very nice for collecting your vegetables when you're out in the garden. And I've got dirt under my nails, and it's already getting hot, y'all. I'm sweating. But I wanted to let you know that I have really enjoyed the garden season so far. Hey friends, thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you for the many comments, the likes, the friendships, and for sharing this content out. Take a moment and watch all of the advertisements, because that is how I get monetized and get paid. I appreciate each and every one of you for your time and your patience. And y'all, I have this special content over here I think you might like.